Welcome to Welford Road in what is the 32nd Varsity game between Oxford University women's and Cambridge University women's teams. This match rescheduled from December 2020 thanks to COVID, and we'll be playing to the new law variations also imposed by those restrictions, which means we're going to see no scrums and no mauls today. Both teams playing after very little competitive matches in the run-up to this game, but we're joined here by approaching 3,500 spectators across both games, which we're hoping is going to bring a fantastic atmosphere here at the home of the Leicester Tigers. Both teams have warmed up today in the sunshine, which is hopefully going to mean we've got some running rugby ahead of us and a high-scoring game. Previous two meetings between these teams has seen both games finishing 8-5 in favour of Cambridge. Cambridge today, who are looking for their 10th win in 14 meetings, Oxford having last won this fixture back in 2016. Oxford still leading the standings, however, with 21 previous victories over Cambridge's 12. And I'm delighted to be joined by Craig Swain from Fab Rugby today, and we are looking forward to bringing you all the action from today's highly anticipated varsity game.
It's great to be here with you, Stasha, and it's so good to be at Welford Road for this rearranged Varsity match. The conditions are firm, but with occasional showers. Both teams have promised attacking rugby, and it'll be really interesting to see how both teams adapt to the law changes today.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. We'll be bringing you all the action, and we'll shortly be bringing you the teams for today. Players just getting ready now to come out onto the pitch, bathed in sunshine for what we're hoping is going to be a fantastic afternoon of rugby for you. Cambridge coming out first, led by their captain, Alicia Clark, who is playing number 10 for today.
We've also got Oxford coming onto the pitch. They're led by by Fiona Kennedy as their captain, who's the 10.
Chatting to both coaches ahead of today's game, both really excited about getting back to some competitive rugby after what can only be described as a drought of a year. Both teams played a couple of warm-up fixtures ahead of this, but excitement is an understatement, having seen the ladies warming up and having chatted to the coaches on the sidelines. So both teams now in position, no doubt looking for familiar faces in the crowd.
Would you please be upstanding if you're able to do so? Ahead of kick-off, the referee will now blow the whistle to give the players time to show respect for black lives and racial equality. Just a reminder, the player of the match will be awarded the Pegasus Bunting Medal named after the captain's inaugural women's match in 1980.
So while the ladies go through their final preparations, we'll bring you the teams for today. So Oxford first, and number 1, Maya Meller. Number 2, Millie Cadman. Playing 3, Jessica Abelli. 4, Katie Collis. 5, Carla Schmidt. 6, Megan Isaac. 7, Alex Travers. And 8, Hannah Cooper. In the backs, at scrum half, we have Manon Johns. Captain at 10, Fiona Kennedy. 11, Helen Potts. 12, Bianca Coltellini. 13, Megan Carter. 14, Maddie Heinsohn. And 15, Clodagh Holmes. As Oxford are ready to kick off, going from left to right, we'll look at the Cambridge team.
It was a kick-off by Fiona Kennedy there for Oxford.
And Cambridge have secured possession well from the kick-off, playing just outside the 10-metre line, with some early aggression from Oxford in defence.
It's a good offload there in the midfield.
Cambridge looking to go wide. And just keeping the ball alive in the 5-metre channel. But Oxford will be pleased, having pushed them back. And just seeing a knock on there from a Cambridge hand. Oxford playing advantage.
That's a good carry up by Katie Collis.
Both of you must roll away.
Penalty Oxford. Cambridge not quick enough to roll away from that last contact. And Fiona Kennedy will be looking to kick for touch, getting her team down inside the 22.
It's such an important part at the beginning of a game. It's just to get settled and get the early nerves, because it's not Twickenham, but it's still a big stadium, and for these girls it'd be a big opportunity. So just get us settled into the game, do the fundamentals right, and they're already attacking, as you can see with Oxford now with the line out.
So COVID law variations, meaning that that ball has to go off the top of the line out, or the player has to play it immediately.
It's a great run around the side there by the scrum half.
Tackle release! Move! Use it! Penalty advantage.
Oxford playing with penalty advantage. Committing numbers to the ruck here, just inside the 5-metre line, in front of Cambridge's try line. Keeping it tight.
That's forward.
We'll go back to the original penalty advantage that was coming.
High tackle.
Strong start from Oxford, this really strong start. They've got the ball gone quick, the referee's just pulled them back.
Yeah, they'll be pleased with how they've started, committing quite a lot of numbers at the early stages to the breakdown, but holding good width in the open field.
When speaking to the coach earlier, he really wanted to play with width and tempo, so it's really interesting to see they're trying to keep the tempo straight away.
And Oxford on the scoreboard early on with a great line from Bianca Coltellini, coming in short to her scrum half. Cambridge will be disappointed that their defence wasn't a little bit better around those close fringes. Good footwork there, darting over the line. Cambridge will be disappointed with that. I think there might have been a hint that they were expecting that ball to go wide on that play.
So Coltellini is the Italian flanker. She's playing at centre, so it was a dicey move to throw her in that position, but she's certainly paying the rewards straight away for that one, getting the first try for Oxford.
She definitely looked comfortable receiving that short ball. I would imagine that from her days in the forwards. And the conversion drifts just wide of the left-hand post. Great start here at Welford Road. Oxford early on the scoreboard, going 5-0 up.
Okay,
And that will really buoy their confidence.
With the 2019 final
your
being so
kicker.
tight, it's really key for these teams both to get comfortable into the game, and scoring early is such a big thing for Oxford. Cambridge came back and won the last game late on, but I think with this game that's a great start, and they've just got to keep going now, Oxford, and not mess up their opportunities, and just do their exit strategy well.
Yeah, it was a good kick-off. You would have noticed Anna Park, the number 8 for Cambridge, taking the kicks today for them. And she pins Oxford deep into their 22
Use it!
with a good follow-up from her chasers. Really good run there from Carla Schmidt, using dogged determination and some good footwork.
Tackled inside.
Apologies, Megan Isaac, that was, making a great run, beating 2 defenders.
Use it!
Oxford looking to exit here.
Free kick.
And a free kick awarded to Cambridge. They'll be delighted with
Use
that
it was called,
in
you've
such an
taken too long.
important area of the field.
Yeah, the number 9 for Oxford is Manon Johns, and she is the Welsh back rower. She's actually playing at 9. She's a Bristol Bears player as well. She did say in an earlier interview that box kicking is completely new to her,
Let's
so
go, please.
certainly a challenge. So we've already seen she's been caught out there, the first ruck, sorry.
Hands off! Hands off!
Great footwork there from Maggie Simpson, trying to offload it, just didn't have a runner on her shoulder where she wanted. But Cambridge have kept possession well.
No, that's 5. Back up.
Just mistaking the 5-metre line there for the try line, but Cambridge have kept possession and kept it alive. And it's Simpson again on the ball, proving difficult to bring down.
Held up. Free kick.
And unlucky for Cambridge there. They'll be very pleased with that latest attack.
No.
And they'll have the put in at the next scrum.
No, it's their ball. Held up. Free kick.
Oxford narrow in defence, their widest player just on
bring it
this
back
near
for me.
post.
Thanks.
2 strong carries from Maggie Simpson so far in this game.
Yeah, she's looked dangerous. And a little snipe there from Colette Russell, just checking that the defence were paying attention to what she was doing.
Tackle release.
And a great driving run there from Anna Park, again, one of their more experienced players. They're looking to go
Straight
wide
down,
here.
play on.
They've managed to keep possession of that at her bootlaces.
Never on
Fiona
the ball, that
Shuttleworth
is out.
brought down.
Hands out, blue off. No.
And a penalty for Cambridge. Taken quickly by Anna Park
Mark's here,
again,
not
but
there.
unfortunately not on the mark.
13 roll it.
She will get the opportunity to have another go, and we'll see what Fiona Kennedy decides. And she too is going to go for touch.
An interesting
see-
call.
See if she can launch a platform for her team. Interesting indeed, and unfortunately,
Yeah, the free
that's
kick here
just
or a
gone
22
beyond
dropout.
the dead ball line. So Oxford given the option of a 22 dropout or a free kick.
Free kick here or a 22 dropout? Which do you want? Do you want the free kick?
I think Cambridge
Okay,
could
so
just
it's
done
here.
with a little bit of a settler there, just to get into the game. Could have took 3 points with the game being so close in previous history of these games. Could have done with getting some points on the board there.
Oxford comfortable to play from within their 22, looking composed on the ball.
White away, hands out. No. Off your
And
feet,
ill
straight
discipline
across.
from Cambridge there, giving free ball that's been taken quickly
Penalty
by Manon
advantage,
Johns.
13 offside.
She's gone out beyond the 22.
That's forward. We have 13 offside.
So Emily Bell there being penalised for not being back 10 at that previous penalty. Oxford will get another opportunity here, this time just outside the 22. And Fiona Kennedy steps up to kick the ball into touch.
In front.
That was unfortunate for Cambridge there, who looked like they had noticed that it hadn't quite gone into touch, but unfortunately came off one of their players.
The kick. Player is in front, taking the ball. It's a penalty, offside.
And Cambridge penalised again, a really unfortunate one there, just a technicality where the ball came off the player's leg, who thought it was maybe not going into touch, and was touched by a player just in front.
A couple of really easy outs there for Oxford. A couple of penalties that they've just gone from 5 yards from their own line all the way up to the Cambridge 10-metre line from a few penalties. So it's great bit of luck, but they'll be happy with that.
Line out misses its target, but still retains possession with Oxford. And this is a strong carry from Jessica Abelli.
Penalty advantage, blue.
And another penalty advantage coming for Oxford. Lovely little loop there from Fiona Kennedy, linking with her 9. Ball just knocked forward, so we'll come back for the original penalty.
Backs at the line out, all advancing too early. Penalty.
Cambridge need to be careful here, just giving away a succession of penalties. That's 4 on the trot now. Possibly just the captain might need to have some time and some words with her team just to settle them, because they are giving away lots of possession and lots of territory here in quick succession. They don't want to lose that lead that they worked so hard.
It's really noticeable how organised Oxford are when they're getting the ball. They're very structured, and you can see here on their attack, very structured lines.
First in.
Great steal coming in from Cambridge there. Identified the tackle happening, and great body position over the ball to win the ball back for Cambridge. They'll be really pleased with that.
Back foot. Yes, they're onside.
Crossfield kick there, going straight down the throat of Megan Isaac, who's retained the ball really well. Oxford now have the ball deep inside the Cambridge half. Strong carry from Katie Collins there, using her footwork.
First in, she's won the ball. And it's one back, leave it wide, leave it!
A couple of strong carries there for Katie Collins in the last couple of plays, really strong carries, but just keep getting turned over at the ball. The Shuttleworths are causing chaos, the two flankers for Cambridge.
They are, we were told to watch out for them before the game, and they're already causing problems for Oxford.
First in!
Another turnover there for Oxford.
H, just straight off your feet, you're fine. Straight off your feet.
It's another good nudge from Kennedy there, putting her team around 15 metres out from the try line, looking to launch another attacking platform. Oxford opting for the minimum 5-man line-out that's allowed using these law variations. And the ball going wide, nicely through the hands of the backs here.
That's back.
Maddie Heinsohn cuts inside.
Back.
Quick hands again from Kennedy.
Wide release, 12. Forward pass.
Unlucky, that was good hands there from Jessica Abelli. And it's a free kick to Cambridge, who'll feel that they've got away with that after Oxford looked like they were building some really good pressure and attack there. And again, it's Anna Parks with the clearing kick. It's kept infield. What can Clodagh Holmes do with this? Fantastic footwork. She beats the first man, brought down really well there, just on her 10-metre line by Anna Parks, following up her own kick. Oxford choosing to go down the blind side again, drawing in those defenders.
Bring her to ground. It's back.
Kennedy opting for the crossfield kick. Gathered by Cambridge. They bring it left. Brought down well by Heinsohn. And looked after really well by Clark there at the breakdown. Joined by Emily Bell, who did well to secure that. Cambridge retained possession.
You can see with the two styles they're both trying to play here. It's just another penalty against Cambridge. That's 6 or 7 on the bounce, I think, now we've had. But you can see that Cambridge are trying to play quite a direct game where every time Oxford get the ball, they're looking to spread it nice and wide and get their wingers involved and the centres, get them involved in the game.
Yeah, fantastic turnover there by Manon Johns. Great body position over the ball there, and she latched on. Nothing Cambridge could do about that. That's well taken by Ella Halcrow, who passes it right to Alicia Clark, who tips it on to Fiona Shuttleworth. Cambridge have runner options on both sides of the ball.
Hands away, Blue, hands off.
Ball is out, and that's been pounced on well by Oxford, and a great offload in the tackle there. Those fantastic reactions there from Megan Isaac. And Oxford find themselves in possession again, just outside the 22. Cambridge having to absorb lots of pressure and defence here.
With Manon Johns, the Welsh flanker, playing at 9 for Oxford, you can see how much an advantage it is. It gives them an extra ball carrier when they need it, just takes the ball on.
Absolutely. Anna Park's always looking to go quickly, always looking to get her team on the front foot to go forward. She looks really dynamic today.
I think that's a bit of a relief, that is, for that penalty, to be honest. They've had so many on the bounce going against them, so it's a bit of relief to go in their way eventually.
Yeah, they'll be really pleased, I think, with their defence in that sense. Although they've given away lots of penalties, that when they've needed to, they've got that ball back and they've got themselves out of trouble. And again, that kick's taken them up to just before the halfway line, and they'll be pleased with that. Oxford looking dangerous when they've got the ball, so Cambridge going to rely on the back row twins of Jenny and Fiona Shuttleworth to get those turnovers for them and get them back in possession. Lovely line-out ball taken on the top from Jenny Shuttleworth.
That's a tackle! 3 release! Good, back foot!
Cambridge enjoying the pick and go. Oxford coaches talking about that as one of the things that they thought would be a strength of Cambridge's game. And again, some good Cambridge footwork in possession. Cambridge keeping the ball alive well, and this is a great run coming through the middle from Jenny Shuttleworth. Oxford lucky not to give away a penalty there for not rolling away, but again keeping the ball alive really well. And this is Emma Jones up the left wing. Good continuity here from Cambridge. They look comfortable on the ball.
Use it!
Colette Russell just slowing things down while her players get into position. Anna Parks in the centre field. And a sniping run from Russell. Makes 10 metres for her team. And her teammates quick to react to ensure that they look after that ball.
Do you have a number? Thank you.
Cambridge playing with penalty advantage here. Free ball that they're looking to use. Anna Parks. Great work down the left wing.
Penalty advantage over. Back up.
Lots of touches of the ball here for Anna Parks. Postgraduate student, one of the most experienced in their team. She's really showing her prowess here in these early phases of the match. Emma Jones screaming for this ball on the left-hand wing, having been unmarked. Cambridge working that blind side well to try and open up a bit of space on the open side for them. Ball out to Clark. Simpson, who's looked dangerous so far. Strong on her feet, strong carry. Sniping run from Jenny Shuttleworth again. Ball is at the back. Lovely from Vianney. And Oxford have done really well to hold that up. Cambridge will be delighted with those phases of play. A really good leveller for them to have some decent possession, some decent territory. They'll be very, very pleased with that.
Yeah, they've really got their back row into the game here. Shuttleworth, both the Shuttleworths and Anna Parker are really getting into the game. They're strong carrying through the midfield. They're not needing to go through, it's phase after phase, but they're keeping it quite close, so there's lack of, they might not, there's lack of risk of dropping it, so they're certainly carrying well today. As I said that.
Commentators curse. It always happens.
Knock on. Yeah. It's all right. We're going to do a water break.
Gamezgil Jaspic will be really disappointed. That was a fantastic carry, but a good hit coming in from Oxford, just dislodging that ball in the tackle. And we've got a quick drinks break happening now. So, Craig, fantastic start to this game. I am loving it so far. The ladies showing just their intent to play, not being satisfied with the 8-5 results from the last couple of games. I think we're going to have a bit of a tri-fest here today.
If the weather stays good, I'll back you on that one. It's certainly going that way. It's staying lovely and sunny out there. And we were out on the pitch before the game kicked off, and it's surprisingly warm out there. It really is. Both teams started well, actually. Oxford obviously starting the better, getting the try early. But I think Cambridge, although the penalties have gone against them, I still feel like they're comfortable in this game. Like they're carrying well. They're getting their key players. We obviously talked about Anna Park quite a bit, but her carrying is so crucial. We're seeing Maggie Simpson as well, strong carrier at 12. So certainly we're seeing what Cambridge have got to offer. We're seeing the two different styles, which is really interesting as the game goes on, with the new rules as well, with the no scrums, with the no mauls. How much of a difference that's making to the way the game's being played.
Yeah, it's much more open and expansive, and we were talking before the game, weren't we, about would you even really kind of involve some of your props necessarily? Would you try and get a team full of back rows in your forwards? But I think everyone so far showing the reason they're in this team and the reason that they've been picked for today, because across both teams we've seen some fantastic carries and some fantastic handling. So really pleased with the start of this game. We're restarting after that short drinks break with a free kick for Oxford on their 5-metre line. Cambridge will be looking to put them under pressure, and they look like they're running it out. They are.
Tackle.
Good hit coming in there from Liz Stevenson. Strong, dominant tackle.
Penalty advantage. There. 5 off your feet, impeding on the 9.
Just think if she'd have listened there, opened her ears a little bit, should have heard the referee was calling, saying, come on 5, come on 5. She gave her the warning, but she got pinged in the end.
Yeah, and that's a good clearing kick into touch that takes Oxford just outside the 10-metre line within their own half. Unlucky there because it was a great hit from Liz Stevenson, originally from Stanford University. Good hit coming in there from Hilda Schneemann.
Scrum advantage.
Cambridge playing with a knock-on advantage.
We've had one, and then we've had the second one. Free kick.
Cambridge just seem to have their tails up at the moment, having had a little bit more possession.
I don't think it'd worry Oxford too much, though. I think we're seeing Cambridge carrying well, but they've not done much other. If Oxford can meet them physically during the game, then I still think Oxford at the moment look stronger. But Cambridge can grow into this game the more that you see Anna Park and the Shuttleworths both getting involved in this game, as well as Maggie Simpson.
Cleaned off.
Yeah, Oxford will be really pleased with their defence up to this point in the game. Maggie Simpson again up the blind side, stays on her feet, hands off, beats 2 players and goes in the corner in a fantastic individual try.
That's a beauty. That was an
Really
absolute
well
beauty.
deserved. Really well deserved there for her. She's looked fantastic so far. She's looked really dynamic for Cambridge and a really well deserved try.
It all started with seeing the ball carrying from her. She's been really strong throughout this game. Early on, we saw two carries at the right at the centre, and now she's gone on the outside there, and she was tough to stop there.
Yep, she took it first receiver outside the 15. She's come across and beaten 2 players with just sheer determination and force, and did really well to get that ball down. With a tackle coming in from Clodagh Holmes just as she was scoring. She'll be delighted with that effort. Maddie Simpson, a Berkeley All Blues player in her debut for Cambridge. What a way to make a first impression.
Oh, it's good.
And that's a fantastic kick. Anna Park will be delighted with that effort.
That is a superb kick out wide. They are not easy kicks to do. They really are not. So that's a brilliant kick. It's really important now for Oxford just to settle into the game again, though. Like, just forget about that now. Move forward and set and keep moving forward. Get back into the Cambridge's territory and get some points if they can.
Back up.
Cambridge still enjoying that pick and go around the fringes. Oxford maybe just need to tighten up a little bit there, knowing what's coming. Fantastic offload from Park to Shuttleworth. Brought down on the 10-metre line. Cambridge having to work to retain that ball.
Off her foot.
Slight miscommunication there from the Cambridge backs. Clark thought she had a runner, but they've regathered it and have possession just inside the 15-metre channel. Clark to Simpson again, getting the offload away to Bell.
It's back.
Fantastic turnover from Oxford there. Really read that well.
9 is first in.
And again, it's our back rower playing 9 who's causing havoc at the breakdowns for Cambridge. John's doing really well there.
You can see with their direct style they're trying to play. If they can get the offload like we've just seen from Anna Park, that's going to cause Oxford lots of problems today. It really is, because it's so hard to defend when, and if you get past the first line and then it's like, oh, there's no more defence there. So if they can get the ball gone and out their hands, then certainly we're going to see more breaks through the midfield, I think, with Simpson and Park.
Great tip line there by Oxford. Working this right-hand side.
Penalty advantage.
Looks slightly high there.
High, see that tackle.
Shuttleworth just getting caught over the shoulder. Oxford with the penalty advantage. That's a kick through from Coltellini. Speculative, but worth it.
7, up over the shoulder, high tackle, penalty only.
Yeah, just got caught with a seatbelt tackle there. It just slid up as she went over the top. But certainly, Cambridge defensively look like they're quite sound there with every time Oxford got the ball. Like, it's just whether Oxford can keep getting the width after not just the first phase, but keep going second phase, third phase, and I think they'll stretch Cambridge then.
Lovely kick coming in from Kennedy. She got her team down around 10 metres out from the try line.
Cambridge use the edge of the white.
See whether this can lead us to the wide, expansive style of rugby that their coach was hoping they would be playing with during this game. Maddie Heinsohn coming off her wing, moving into the attacking line. Standing just on the outside shoulder of Bianca Coltellini. Moved well through the hands by Kennedy. Miss pass to Holmes. Holmes does... Oh, thought Holmes had done really well there to get that offload away off the ground, but referee deemed it having just gone forwards.
Really unlucky there. Really, you can see the width that they were trying to put into the game there. Again, like, if they go wide, there is space out there to do that.
Yeah, glimpses of what they're capable of. I really like how they move the ball through the hands. Part with a kick that's just gone over the head of Kennedy. She's unlucky there not to be able to keep that in play. It's another really good kick, gaining really good territory for the Cambridge girls.
Was it touched by Oxford? Okay, Phil. Wasn't touched by them before it went out. It's their ball.
Oxford are doing lots of practice of their line-out throws in the warm-up, and they've got some good arrows coming in from Millie Cadman. Ball been turned over by Cambridge. They're looking to move it. It's in the hands of Simpson again. We know she's dangerous. She switches with Halcrow. Well looked after by Cambridge. Backwards by Shuttleworth.
That's superb work. That really is superb work.
As the rain comes in here at Welford Road, Oxford have another penalty in their half. Complete change of season, it would appear, going on out there.
Certainly seeing how the paying off now with Manon Johns playing 9. Like, with having an extra flank there, you've just seen them with the turnover. She got her hands over the ball.
Yeah, hoping this rain doesn't cause that ball to become too slippy, because we've seen some fantastic rugby up to this point in the game. The first 30 minutes have proved so enjoyable and so exciting. Be interesting to see now how the ladies adapt to this change in weather. Hopefully just a shower. Sky's looking quite bright still on the horizon. Carry from Parks. She's beaten the first tackler.
Scrum advantage. Free kick.
Alicia Clark unlucky there. That ball just going behind her over her shoulder. Unable to regather. Oxford with the free kick. Megan Isaac with a strong carry. Cambridge lucky with that turnover, just a hint of coming in from the side there.
Knocked on the ground by White, free kick.
I think they've both got away with one there. I think they're both equal now.
Yeah, karma's worked.
It's going to be really interesting now to see how Oxford grow into this game with the weather changing so much. Obviously, they were trying, as I said earlier, they were trying to play open, wide. They're going to have to slightly be a bit more cautious now, keep it close, pick and goes. They try and go wide, there's more chance and more risk that they could drop the ball. So with the conditions changing, it's going to be interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, strong carries there from Katie Collis, followed up by Millie Cadman. Oxford not rushing this, waiting for their runners to come into play. Ball's bobbled out, it's going to have to react. Parks has seen that and reacted quickly. Bianca Coltellini doing well there to keep possession. Oxford players offering themselves on this right-hand side. Clodagh Holmes showing her pace and power.
Had a good couple of runs now we've seen in this game. She's got real pace when she gets the ball.
She has. Oxford with free ball. Carla Schmidt taking it in for Oxford.
Move wide, one. New advantage.
Cambridge need to be really careful here. Discipline just slacking a little bit. It's another strong carry from Isaacs. And they keep going on this right-hand blind side. Taken in by Carter. And we're going back for that original advantage. And ref quite rightly taking time off. Let's hear what she has to say. Ellie Clark just going to be spoken to here.
We've had 6 not rolling away, 1 not rolling away, and then 1 with a high tackle over the shoulder, okay? That's 3 in a row. We're coming close to your try line. Discipline must improve or I'm going to escalate. Yeah.
So Ellie Clark just going to have a chat with her team. Referee been really explicit there about what she wants from this Cambridge team in improving their discipline. Rightly highlighting 3 consecutive penalties, and they're very close to their 22, which will mean, I would imagine, the next one will be an escalation and potentially a yellow card, which Cambridge will really not want to see.
Especially just for half-time, I think it's a really important part of the game. If you can kind of hold out now till half-time, this is massive for Cambridge.
First in, rip the ball.
Another great turnover there from Cambridge, and the ball's given to Simpson. She's stretching her legs, showing us her pace and power, and she keeps the ball alive, tries to get the offload. Really unlucky there. Emma Jones just knocking that ball on. Not sure she was expecting it. And Fiona Kennedy just kicking that ball into touch. I think she maybe thought that the half was over.
Go 10. It's a free kick for a knock-on.
Some turnover by Cambridge, and they quick offloading. We saw Simpson absolutely gas it down the sideline here, and it's just a good step in. I thought good turnover, and they could have been in.
Yeah, really showing us their potential. Kennedy kicks long. It's another good kick. But unfortunately forgetting that it was a free kick, and she's kicked it out on the full.
Oxford used the line.
So we come back to where the free kick was given. And it's a Cambridge put-in.
It is lashing it down there. It really is.
Who's the receiver? Just step back for me. Thanks.
Saffron Hicks getting ready to take this ball into the line-out. Hits her target.
Fine, that was a wrap.
And Johns causing havoc there for Clark. Just caught her at the corner of her eye, causing her to lose sight of that ball. Park sniping again on this near left-hand blind side.
Scrum advantage.
Simpson just took her eye off the ball there. Knocked it on, and Oxford have got the advantage. Ball in the hands of the dynamic Megan Isaac, sorry.
White hands out, white hands out.
Megan Isaacs looked dangerous today. She's had some fantastic carries for Oxford.
I think both back rows, I think they're really competitive. If you talk about the Shuttleworths, how they're coming into the game, Alex Travers as well for Oxford. We've seen some really strong carries. But I think with Cooper and Park finding out at 8 for both teams, I think there's some real big matchups and some good battles going on in the field.
First in on the ball.
Jenny Shuttleworth winning that turnover for Cambridge. They really are causing all sorts of disruption at Oxford's breakdown.
You think, oh, there's one of them? No, there's actually 2 of them being twin sisters, so certainly it's hard to defend against when there's 2 of them doing it.
Great tackle there coming in from Millie Cadman. Did really well to bring down a strong run from Park. Cambridge back inside the Oxford half.
No, back up.
Cambridge choosing to go blind.
Back foot.
Going right again. Really trying to exploit this blind side.
It's just relentless, isn't it, with the pick and go? It really is as they come around the sides.
John's catching Simpson early, trying to stop her from having that time and space to run.
Penalty advantage.
Cambridge this time with the penalty advantage for Oxford not rolling away.
7, roll away. Yes.
And Gomez-Gil-Yaspik
It's
taking
fine,
it quickly.
It's fine for me. Oh, sorry.
Simpson picking it up from the back of that ruck. Cambridge into the Oxford 22 now. Strong carry from Shuttleworth. She's just lost it forward. And Holmes is on the ball, showing us her footwork.
Use it, that's up.
And that's a great turnover from Parks. Oh, that's so unlucky. I thought for all intents and purposes she was in then.
I think half the crowd did as well.
The advantage from the knock-on was not over. We played the free kick.
Unlucky, but I think
free
Oxford
kick
could
for a
definitely take a
knock-on.
deep breath there, because that certainly would have been costly before half time. Got a couple of minutes to go now.
Bring her to ground. Good. Back up.
Double tackle coming in on Isaac. She did really well to retain possession of that ball. Cambridge defence holding resolute here. Oxford choosing to go left. Not many options that side for them. And this could be another turnover for Cambridge.
No. 8, you've gone over top and you're blocking the ball. Roll 8.
I think the Oxford coaches will be a little disappointed that they're not using their wider runners. They've got some really good width on attack, but seem to be playing one-out rugby at the moment, just giving the ball to first receiver and then taking it in. Let's see if they can move that ball and get some width.
I think Oxford definitely are looking for half time to come to quicker than Cambridge are. Cambridge are in their element here. They're meeting them physically. They're getting over the ball at every turnover. If Oxford can hold out from scoring here, obviously, with the ball in hand and get to half time, then I think that's considered a win to get to half time. It's only 7-5 down.
Oxford having to commit quite a lot of numbers to this ruck. And the clearing kick coming in from Kennedy, and that will be half time. Well, what a game of rugby we've had so far, Craig.
It's certainly been interesting. A mixture of the weather, hasn't it? That's thrown in. We had 20 minutes of sunshine and then 20 minutes of downpour. So we've seen a game of all sorts in this first half.
Yeah, they've had a taste of what it's like to play in July and a taste of what it's like to play in December.
Yeah, it's been really interesting. I think we're seeing Parks carrying the ball well for Cambridge. We're seeing when the likes of Holmes